Welcome to the Clarity Advisor Show, where you'll learn how to grow your team today. Join Ken Trupke and his guests as they discuss what works and doesn't work to grow your team in today's world. And now, your host, Ken Trupke.
Hello, and welcome to the Clarity Advisor Show. As we wind down summer, we need to get ready for the push through to the end of the year. People have been on vacation and hard to reach, and hopefully your team took some time to disconnect and recharge with some vacation time. Or maybe your whole team was on a reduced summer schedule, maybe a 4-day week or something, but now it's game time. So here's a 5-step plan to energize your team and set yourself up for a strong finish to the year. So step 1, as the leader, map out your big goals for the next 4 months. Now remember, it's really 3 months because things start to shut down again after Thanksgiving and through the new year. So you've really got September, October, and November to accomplish some big things. So what are those 2 to 3? Let's not go bigger than that because yes, we can do anything, but we can't do everything. So pick 2 or 3 big things that we want to accomplish in the next few months and be clear about what those are, what we're trying to accomplish, and what success would look like. What does it look like to say, yes, we finished that before the end of the year? That's step 1. Now, step 2, to get there, we got to break that down into those little smaller pieces, the daily and weekly metrics. So revisit your metrics and reset the goals because they may have been adjusted for the summer. Maybe you dropped your prospecting calls requirement because you're only on a 4-day schedule, or you lowered your expectations for new customers added because people were hard to reach. But that's all changed now. Everybody's back. So let's reset what our daily and weekly metrics need to be. Specifically in sales, I like daily outbound phone calls and sales meetings held. Not sales meetings scheduled, sales meetings held. That encourages people to not talk people into meetings that they then ghost you on, but people actually show up and that they're qualified. I don't typically encourage people to measure emails because I find that people love to use email. So they're going to do that whether or not you're measuring it. The hard things that people tend to not want to do are outbound calls and sales meetings. So that's what I want to measure. But whatever it is in your business, whatever makes sense to measure and whatever is going to lead you to accomplishing some of those big goals, that's what you want to do. So that's step 2. Now, step 3 is call the team together. And there's a dual purpose to that. The first purpose of calling the team together is to thank them for their efforts so far this year. We're 2/3 of the way through the year, and you've gotten a lot done. You've had a good year. Things have gotten accomplished. We've moved the ball down the field. And so you want to thank them for that and thank them for their efforts through the summer. It can be hard to stay engaged through the summer. So let them know that you appreciate them. Then you want to remind them of a few things. 1, we're back to our usual schedule if you had summer hours or some different thing. And just let people know that, yeah, remember how it was back in April and May? Well, we're back to that. So don't call it the new schedule. Don't say, hey, remember, we're back to the new schedule, because it's not the new schedule. It's the normal schedule. It's the old schedule. Summer was the new adjusted schedule. So just psychologically, we don't want it to be a hurdle that, oh, here we go with a new thing. No. We're just going back to the way it was. So it's our normal schedule. But remember, guys, we're back on the normal schedule. That's number 1 of things you want to remind them of. Number 2 is remind them of the metrics for success and what we're doing for these goals. So introduce the goals that you want to hit the rest of the year, and then let them know here are the things that we need to do, and we're going to get back to measuring those again. And those are the things that we can control. Then number 3 is make sure to remind them that your expectation is that everyone is on the daily huddle. The daily huddle is that place where we're solving problems, we're reviewing the metrics, we're seeing how we're doing, we're checking the scoreboard, and we're helping people get unstuck. So that works best, and accountability works best when everybody's there. So just remind the team that, hey, summer's over, we're back to daily huddle, and everybody needs to be there. So that's step 3. Pull the team together, thank them, and then remind them of those couple things. Step 4, actually restart that daily huddle with the expectation that everyone's there. This is a critical part of your day. So it needs to be a daily huddle. We can't let things slide. We can't wait 2, 3, 4 days or a week before we address issues, before we find out what happened, that something didn't get done, or that we remind ourselves that, hey, don't forget today or 2 days from now, we've got to get this thing done so that things don't slip. Again, it's game time. We've got to get moving, and we can't be lax in how we approach things. So that's step 4, restart your daily huddle. Then step 5, review the metrics daily and weekly. You as the leader need to stay on top of these metrics. If you expect people to achieve the goals and do the things, then you've got to pay attention. Not as a gotcha, caught you not doing it, but more as let people know that you're paying attention, that these really are important. If you just say, here's all the metrics, and then you never look at them, well, that tells people in reality it's not that important, and it really doesn't matter. So you want to make sure people are clear that you're looking at things, and you want to look at things so that you do genuinely know what's happening. Are we on track? Are we ahead or behind schedule? What can we do to keep things moving? So quickly in review, the 5-step process to energize the team is 1, review your goals and map those out for the next 4 months, really 3 months. Then step 2, revisit your metrics. Make sure you're clear on what you're going to measure and how you're going to measure it and what the goal is so that people know what success looks like. Step 3, call the team together. Thank them for everything they've done so far this year and set expectations that, hey, we're going to be looking at these metrics. We're back to regular normal hours and everybody's expected at the huddle. Step 4, restart that daily huddle. And step 5, stay on top of the numbers. To wrap up, I hope you've enjoyed your summer. And now fall is a great season with plenty of great weather left and things to look forward to. But it's really important that we reset the team and reset expectations and map out a plan to what goals we're going to accomplish and the metrics we're going to measure to get there, and that we push through for the next few months and finish the year strong. And that wraps up another Clarity Advisor show. Thank you so much for joining me. Please leave a review, 5 stars, on the platform you are listening or watching right now, and we will see you next time.
Thank you for listening to the Clarity Advisors Show. Clarity Advisors is a speaking, training, and consulting firm specializing in helping you simplify your sales and operating systems to improve efficiency and grow your profits. Connect with Clarity Advisors today to learn more about how they can help you improve communication and get your team aligned and engaged for greater success.